This morning I'm going to be showing y'all how I take water from my condensation tank, water my garden, also kind of go over how we catch this, and go over whatever might work for y'all. I made a video last week, a short video of me watering my peppers with the water coming off my condensation line, which goes into this tank. A lot of y'all were interested on how I do that and maybe what might work for y'all. Go over the benefits of doing this versus water if you're in the city, from the city, or if you have a well. And again, the benefits of the condensation water. Anyway, that's what I'll be going over today. Show y'all how we set it up and what might work for y'all. I'm going to go over my setup here. I got this tank. It's a 205 gallon tank. I was going to get a black one. They were a little more expensive, but I was having a hard time finding those. I found this at home at Tractor Supply. They had it for 75% off because it was a brand they weren't supposed to carry, and they had it and they weren't selling it, and so it's perfect for what I needed. For garden watering your plants, it does not matter. If you get a black one, it will not let any algae or anything grow, and then you can actually use that to drink out of. But this one, light does penetrate it, so I would not drink out of it, but it does not do anything to harm the plants. Anyway, so this is the kind of unit I have. It's called a package unit. When we bought this house, when it was built, there was no air conditioning. It's a very, very old house, so we did not have air conditioning here, so I added this. I had some stands, so I built it and raised it up here. You don't necessarily have to do that. Some people will set these on the ground and run these trunk lines that you see here from the unit on the ground up into the attic. But this is how ours is set up, and as you can see, that white pipe going down is the condensation line. Last year, all I had was 5-gallon buckets under here catching that and putting that in the garden. But if you're, say you're out of town, or maybe you miss it, or it rains and you don't need to water, you're kind of wasting some of that. So I wanted a way to store this and use every bit of it that I could for watering my garden. This year we're going to get easily 400 gallons just off of condensation. That's a lot of water. The way I get it out is typically I would have something down here, a little spout, and I can hook this transfer pump up to it and it'll run. And I have a video of that, and I'll show you how I do that. Runs in there, fills that up. But this is what it would look like. I have one for catching rainwater. This is that one. And you can see I have that handle there. And that's what I wanted on the other one, but I didn't get it in time before it started filling that up. There is no real way to know how much how much water you can collect as far as prediction over a year, because it all depends on humidity, how often it runs, and kind of the size of your unit and all that. But like I said, this year we're going to get 400 gallons plus. It'll be over that because I've already pulled almost 200 out of here, and it is right there. So that's how I'm pulling it out, because I didn't get it here. I can just stick the hose in here, it'll pull it out and right over to here. maybe what would work for y'all living in the city, or if you just have you don't have a package unit. Most people don't have a package unit. It just worked for my setup. A lot of houses now will have the condenser outside. The rest of it will be inside. Some people, older style, would have a closet that had all that in it. Now they actually put it in your attic, which is, if you're wanting to catch condensation, it's very easy because they'll usually run it out. It's high, and then it can just go into a container if you want. If it is in a closet and it's going down, you may have to get with your plumber and help locate where that condensation line's coming out if you are not aware of where that is. And maybe he can help you route it to where it would be easy for you to catch it. You can, people will put a tank in the ground. I've seen they actually make little condensation pumps, because sometimes, depending on the situation, you have to pump the condensation up to get it out of an area. It just depends on how they're all set up. But you definitely have options. And so I think most of y'all are going to have the typical setup where you don't have a package unit. You've got your condenser outside, the rest of it's inside, and that's where the condensation is being made, is on the inside part of your unit. So yeah, that is kind of our setup. I know a lot of y'all were kind of wondering how we do it and how maybe you could do that for yourself. And so, like I said, it's incredibly clean water. One of the benefits to doing this, where I live, I have well water that's not contaminated. It actually has a good amount of minerals, so that helps with the plants do like some of that minerals that come out of the ground. But most of the time when you're living in a city, you're going to deal with the city will add stuff to the water. It'll be quite hard. Your plants won't necessarily like it. You'll find out that you're needing to supplement it a lot with different fertilizers and stuff to help the plant. And so one of the benefits of this is a clean water. There is nothing about it that is harmful to your plant at all. Now it might not have some of the minerals that we get with our well water coming out of the ground, but nonetheless, the clean water is always some of the best for your plants. So yeah, I would, if y'all have any questions more, maybe I overlooked something, don't just write a comment or ask. I'd love to see some of y'all succeed in doing this if that's what y'all want. Yeah, till next time.